What's up everyone, welcome back to Funnel Hackers. My name's Matt, and in this video I'm going to talk about how to turn your failures into motivation to have success. So without further ado, let's dive into this topic. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is my competitiveness. Now, I grew up in a baseball family, and when you fail 70% in baseball, then you are actually having success. Now, this doesn't really make sense, but only, people that understand baseball get this analogy. By playing baseball when I was younger, it really instilled something in me because I hated to lose. I hated to strike out. I hated when I did something bad. And so all of these failures pushed me to be perfect, right? Which is something that, is not attainable as a human being. This really motivated me because in my life today, I look back at all the failure that I had by playing baseball. I literally played from age 6 until I was 21. So there's a lot of failure in those years, trust me. And I still have failures today, but I look at them differently, right? And so I think that when I was younger, all the failure that I had has, built me into the man that I am today. What failure does to some people is it depresses them, right? It gets them down, thinking, look, I'm not good. Maybe I should just quit this. No one likes me. No one thinks that I'm good enough to do this. And this is something that's really important, right? You can't allow other people to determine how you feel about yourself. So if you post a picture and you don't get very many likes, you shouldn't determine whether that post was a success determined on how many people liked it. If you posted it and you had a good message in it, maybe you posted a good picture and in the description you posted some positive, comment to encourage somebody. If you encouraged one person out of maybe 25 likes, then you did your job. It doesn't have to have 100 likes or 1,000 likes on the post. If you encourage one person, then you did your job. So many people in this day and age are looking for other people's approval. Now, this can be really demeaning because it's a very judgmental world that we live in. So you have to focus on yourself. You have to be selfish before you can be selfless. And this is something that I live by because it's really important to understand that you have to love yourself before you can love other people. I'm not obviously talking about like family or close friends. Obviously you have a love for them. I'm talking about influencing other people in the world. A lot of people grow up in tough families, right? Maybe the dad's not around, maybe your mom's not around, maybe you're an orphan, I don't know. But you can use that as motivation to become a good parent one day. Maybe you know that, hey, I grew up without a good dad or a good mom or a good brother or sister, and so you can grow up and become the person that you wanted to have in your life, but you didn't have them. So there's so many ways you can look at failure. I'm not just talking about failure in something. I'm talking about a failed childhood, or I'm talking about a failed education. So many people think that you have to have a degree in order to have a good job. So I went to college for 4 years. I got my communications degree, and that was all good and fine, but that didn't help me very much in the aspect of making more money. I taught myself, I educated myself on YouTube through other platforms and courses to make myself what I am today. It doesn't take an education to make a lot of money. There are so many ways to make money in this time because of the internet. Everybody has a phone. Everybody has a computer. You see homeless people that have phones and computers. So there's no excuse to not be able to go online, figure out a way to make money. It doesn't have to be 20 grand a month or $1 million a year. If you're making, 3 to 5 grand a month online, then I think you're doing a very good job. And you might have a hard time getting to that point in the beginning. But I tell you right now that once you get going, once you take action, then things become a lot easier down the road. For the longest time, I thought that I was going to be a professional baseball player. I worked hard. I worked for over 15 years to become a baseball player. I didn't even make it to the minor leagues. But what I did was I took the motivation, I took the hard work ethic that I learned from my dad and my mom, and I implemented it into what I am today, into what I do, into the videos that I make, into the courses that I make, into everything that I teach you. And so that translated from wanting to become a professional baseball player to now wanting to teach others how to have success online. Whether it's a social media influencer, whether it's an affiliate marketer, whether it's an e-commerce store, it doesn't really matter. I'm trying to help you guys do whatever you want to do in the realm of the entrepreneurial world. Try to take everything that you fail at and turn it into a lesson. If you can do that, then you will not have any failures in your life. All you're going to be doing is learning lessons along the way. So when you fail at something, take it as, okay, I know to not do that again, or I know how to take a different route on that. don't think about it as a failure. One thing that I hear all the time is, oh, I'm too young to make a lot of money. I'm too young to do this career. I'm too old to do what that person does. Maybe you're 40 and you're like, I can't make YouTube videos, or I can't post on Instagram. That's a 12-year-old to 15-year-old's world. That is not true. You can literally do anything you want to. Age is just a number. Don't put a time cap on anything. If it takes you 20 years to become a millionaire, good. If it takes you 50 years to become a millionaire, it doesn't matter. Everybody has a different journey, and our own journeys are unique in their own ways. I know it can be hard to stay motivated, especially when you fail at things. If you're constantly working at something, you're constantly trying to build your Instagram or build a YouTube channel or try to make money, and you're just not succeeding in it, I know it is tough to continue to persevere and push on. Something that I do to stay refreshed and not get burnt out is by doing things to take my mind off, right? By going to the gym, by going to the beach, by getting food, hanging out with friends. It doesn't really matter. Just take your mind off of it for a day, for a few hours, for a week. It doesn't really matter, as long as you can regain that energy and focus back in on the things that you want to achieve. So hopefully that was a little encouraging. If you guys have any other questions about what I do to stay motivated or how I handle failure, go ahead and drop it in the comment box below. If you found this video encouraging or informing, please drop a like. That would be greatly appreciated. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit that button right there. Join the dream team. We'd love to have you on the squad. So until the next video, thank you guys for watching.